The inner space is a crowded market, full of treachery and wonder and amazement and disgusting things all at the same time, man. Not too long ago, I actually tried to log into. I know that I did a little bit of research on the deep web because I was really intrigued about sinking into the depths of the internet. You know, like for those of you who may not know, the internet is almost entirely skin deep. You know, every search engine that you use, Google, Yahoo, you go on Wikipedia and you look whatever you got to look up, man. All of these things that you think you know about the internet are almost entirely skin deep. You know, there exists, I think it's called the surface web, is what we use almost every day. When we log into the internet, we turn on our computers, we enter our usernames, we go on Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox or Chrome, and we use whatever we do. All of that is the surface web. Now, there exists another layer of the internet, which has layers in itself, almost like an onion, if you want to think of an onion, like that Shrek movie where, ogres have layers. They're like onions. But the internet is like an onion. And the internet not only has a surface space, but it has another layer and layers underneath called the deep web. And in that deep web, you can find anything that this world has to offer. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Winyell here, excuse me if I'm saying your name wrong, Winyell, I apologize. Winyell offers very sage words. I had an online boyfriend when I was like 12, and they turned out to be a 40-year-old woman. Yes. That stuff happens all the time. I actually had a couple of buddies of mine, none of them that I'm super close with, but I have realized that it almost became a trend with a couple of my friends. They started talking about having online girlfriends and and it was strange to me because when I think of somebody having a boyfriend or girlfriend, I like to think that you at least know what their face looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody has a boyfriend and a girlfriend, you know what they look like, you know what they sound like, you have seen them in person before, or you've seen them on Skype or whatever, you've exchanged pictures on Snapchat or whatever, maybe you've sent a couple nudies, I don't know. But I had a couple of my friends say that they had online girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when they say online girlfriends, they don't mean they don't mean long distance relationships. They literally mean like they have a girlfriend who has a picture that is nothing but an avatar of something, and they've never seen them in their life before. They've never heard them. All they do is just type to each other all day. And whatever. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever finds you comfort, whatever is pleasurable for you. But I don't know. I personally think that it's kind of weird. Again, not passing judgment. People do what they do. You know what I'm saying? I in this life, especially because I think it's imperative that everybody try to be the best human being they can be for everybody, regardless if you know the person or not. I try not to pass judgment. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as you ain't hurting nobody, as long as you don't have any malicious intentions towards anybody, I have no problem with you doing whatever you got to do in this world to find pleasure. Do what you got to do. If it's consensual, do it. But still, I would assume that if you had a significant other in some form or another, you would at least know what they look like. Maybe not even a face pic. maybe a below the neck pic. Maybe you send a couple of naughty pictures in the dead of night. I don't know. Something or another. Jesus. Hey, Steam turned up. McGrady 85, what up, bro? Oh my goodness. Whiteout, pleasure to see you in chat, bro. R.I.P. Man, I don't know if you're talking about the fights or about online boyfriends or girlfriends that you have no idea what they look like or sound like, but R.I.P. indeed. Aggro, adding to the chat, I have a long distance relationship. I Skype when I can. And shit. Peasy. Oh my goodness, Peasy. Peasy, you need to... Peasy, ooh. Peasy says, this dude, noob. Oh my goodness. Hey, you know what? One of the things in Street Fighter that I can ultimately respect, because everybody knows that fighting games require a certain level of skill to be successful at. You know what I'm saying? If you ever meet somebody in this world and you're talking about fighting games with them and they tell you, man, all I have to do is mash and I can beat anyone in a fighting game, you obviously know that they are talking out of their ass. because fighting games require a certain degree of mental strategy. They require a certain bit of physical prowess. They require a bit of this and that to ultimately be able to beat a higher level of competition, you know, whether that be somebody that's slightly better than you or somebody that's at the professional level, you know what I'm saying? Fighting games are very intricate, and that's what we like about them. Anybody that plays a fighting game, I don't care if you played for a week or you played for a year or you're a noob or you're a straight up pro, we enjoy fighting games because of their complications, because of the way that, you know, because they're so intricate, man. They're meaty. They got a lot of shit. And I totally forgot where I was going with this, man. See, I was talking about this earlier. My tangents. They need to stop. I have no idea where I was going with this. What was I talking about 2 minutes ago? I totally forgot. You guys turn... when McGrady, yo, guys, turn up. When Yell says, turn up for what? Chick-fil-A is going to open on Tuesday.